Hey, welcome to tFive. I'm Michael Clark here at the LTV Media Center in Wayne Scott, New York, and welcome. It is Monday. We've got a lot to talk about, and there's my good friend Morgan Vaughan, Vaughan, for those who are taking notes at home. Welcome, Morgan.
Hi, Mike.
All right, so we got the stimulus bill, right? As finally gone through. It's a $900 billion relief bill that would establish a temporary $300 per week supplemental jobless benefit and $600 direct stimulus payments to most Americans, along with new rounds of subsidies for hard-hit businesses and money for schools, healthcare providers, and renters facing eviction, and that's according to the Associated Press. So the $600 direct stimulus payment. Let's start with that, Morgan. We got some thoughts on that, right?
So that is precisely half of what we got in May. It seems to me like it's the same deal. It is it's exactly half. Added to that, the $300 benefit added to unemployment benefits is also exactly half. It was $600. Now it's $300. The $600 one-time payment is also half what we got. So, but
why not? We're in so much of a better place right now.
Oh my gosh, it's so much better. So, but I looked it up, and Business Insider has a really great article, and one of the things that it shows is, and I thought this was great, how long does $600 last you in areas of the country? So this is a chart that I thought was really great.
Okay.
Here it is. So this is expected monthly expenditures, and they're talking about rent. This is actually for a homeowner, this one. There's also one for rent, but expected monthly expenditures and how long I didn't even notice this before, how long two $600 checks would last. So that's
okay.
So New York City down here at the bottom, 3.5 days. We're roughly the same as New York City. I don't see that in terms of groceries, everything. Say that it's 4 days. So we get 4 days for $1,200. This is not going to do it. And I know that there are other things going on, and we're going to talk about that. But this really, I think, to me, this is such an example of how far afield the government is from everyday people.
Right.
This is not a real thing. First of all, what do you even say to your bank? Oh, sorry, I have 4 days of mortgage payment for you.
Right.
I don't understand. It doesn't work like that. So anyway, I thought this was really interesting. I will put this obviously up. So I know you had other information about other ways that people can get help.
Yeah, well, I mean, just in terms of the stimulus payments, though, to start, they say that individual adults making up to $75,000 a year would receive $600 payment, and a couple earning up to $150,000 a year would get twice that amount, $1,200.
Right.
And if they have dependent children, they would also get $600
being discussed because
for each child. Yeah. Yeah. Right. So quick, go have the kids. So when might it arrive? It's going to arrive. They said they could be as soon as by direct deposit, about 2 weeks after the legislation is officially passed, and they were working on that probably at some point today. I know I didn't get direct deposit, unfortunately, and it took months for mine to get here last time. So I'm not. That'll be good. My 3-point-something days will be months from now. I'll use it then. And then, so unemployment. The congressional leaders agreed to extend the amount of time that people can collect unemployment. It would also restart an extra federal benefit that is provided on top of the usual state benefit. But instead of $600 a week, it would be $300 a week, as you mentioned before, and that would last through March the 14th. But again, this is just an overview. You're better off going on to like the Suffolk County website or the federal website to get the real information. But other forms of help, there was a question on here that said, I'm behind on my rent. or expect to be behind on my rent soon. Will I receive any relief? And the latest legislation extended a moratorium on renters evictions through January 31st. So you can't be thrown out until February 1st. But there's a lot more of these type of things. What if you can't pay your mortgage and foreclosure? You're best off going onto the governmental websites to provide that. But it's a long-awaited package, and at least it's something, I guess, that will help us. And the Democratic Party didn't get a major piece that they wanted, which was to help for the local governments and help for the state governments. They did not get that part, which is kind of interesting because the money that they're giving us, you probably will lose when they raise the taxes to make up the difference. So that wasn't, and then the Republicans didn't get the fact that that businesses cannot be sued, if you will, for someone getting COVID at your place. So those are a couple of things that didn't go through. But
this is one thing you didn't mention I thought would be good, is that if you're a homeowner on the verge of foreclosure, single-family homeowners with loans backed by Fannie Mae or Freddie Mac would be protected from foreclosure through at least January 31st, 2021. So that is quite a difference. So that is a year.
But 2021 is just a month away, though.
Oh my God, you're so right. I'm off by.
It's the end. It's that end of the year, getting used to what date it is.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. You're 100% right. I will huge correction over that.
I thought the same thing. I thought the same thing when I first read it, and I'm like, well, wait a minute. That's only a month away. That's why I think people, they might be better served to go to the official sites to get the actual thing, because I don't know, maybe it was misprinted or something. I don't know.
That seems, well, because what does that even do? You might as well do whatever you can to pay your mortgage so that you don't have to. What does that do? You get your $600?
Well, essentially, you'll be evicted before you actually get your stimulus check, if you think about it.
Michael, you know what? Let's talk for a second about how when we started doing this in March, we had no bloody idea. We had no idea. We were I think back, we were fresh-faced little angels. We're going to be a week. We're going to be wearing masks for a week and it's all going to be over. We had no idea. Nobody did. This is insane. This is insane. And the second wave happened that they thought was going to happen. And then we began to, the more we studied, we began to realize what was going on. But the amount of impact this has had on everything, on education, who's applying for schools for next year, which I talked about with Riley last week. And it's been a huge story because some people are, who don't have parents who went to college are not going to be going to college next year because they don't really have guidance.
Right.
It is so far reaching. And I just think back on those halcyon days of the early pandemic with such delight.
Yeah, I know. I remember talking to Nancy Atlas about that. She borrowed a green screen from us because she was doing a little thing that she thought for sure was going to be 2 weeks long, and brought it back, and here we are still doing it. But one thing is very clear, Morgan, that we still don't know what's going on. So yeah, that hasn't changed too much. But the big world is out there. There's time and there's space and what's happening in space. Maybe something.
This is really cool. Okay, so today is the winter solstice.
Okay.
So it is the longest night of the year. But in addition to that, we have this really cool event happening that has not even happened since 1226. And that is that the planets, Jupiter and Saturn, will be, from our vantage point, will overlap. And so it'll be a huge planet in the sky as opposed to two little guys.
Wow. So they're not colliding. No colliding.
If they were colliding, it would be such a much bigger story.
That would be even bigger than COVID.
It would be even bigger than COVID because we would be dead because of gravitational forces.
That's true.
Yes. This is going to be really cool though. And hopefully, I haven't seen the weather, but hopefully it'll be a clear night and we can see and we can go out and look at it. I think it's supposed to happen. We're right now we're doing this earlier, but it's supposed to start, I think, around 4:40 or something. That we did I write it in the thing? Let's see. Well, nightfall.
Isn't this what they call the Christmas star or something like that?
Yes, this is apparently what people conjecture was the star that
Okay.
is written about. So
That's interesting. So visually, we got to, if you can get out there, check it out, the sky.
Yep. In terms of COVID cases, we are at. This is not, it's still out there, guys. We're at 7.3% right now.
Right.
And this is from this weekend, 7.3% in Suffolk County yesterday, which explain that to me. Data is from December 20. Does that, I don't get it. Anyway, whatever, the 18th or the 19th, and then 7% positive for a 7-day average, which I actually think is a better statistic because it's an average and it gives you an idea of where we're going and where we are.
And I think we're nationwide. We're 11 or 12%. I think I read that this morning. So
Well,
it's
it doesn't seem that way when you go out. I mean, I drove through Bridgehampton the other day, packed.
Yeah.
I've got to figure out when to go grocery shopping. I don't know if I could get Peapod or anything anymore. And for Christmas, and no Christmas presents. Santa is probably going to skip over us. Unless I can figure out something real fast.
Santa has been vaccinated, though. I saw Dr. Fauci was on CNN. He came on and he said that he himself went to the North Pole and vaccinated Santa. So Santa is safe. He will be making the rounds. So there is. Yeah.
You don't want Santa coming to your house eating your cookies, and he's spreading COVID all over.
No, he's wearing a mask. He's got a very special mask that he wears. Actually, all the reindeer are wearing masks as well. Yeah.
Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, it'll be over, right?
It will be over soon. All right. Well, Morgan, thank you very much. Good seeing you as always. And ladies and gentlemen, have yourself a wonderful day. And we'll see you next time here on tFive at LTV. Thank you.